What is up, guys? Talons TV here, and I'm back with another video for you guys today. So today's video is going to be pretty interesting. We're going to be talking about the VSS Torres suppressed sniper rifle in Battlegrounds. And before I get started off, guys, I want to say this is no hate to Bluehole, the developer of the game. It's just simply talking about the gameplay. It's a really cool looking gun, it's a really cool sounding gun, and they did a great job on it. But in terms of gameplay, I feel like they've nerfed it a little bit too much. We're going to be talking about why that is in just a second. So without further ado, let's get into it. So guys, the VSS Torres, as you guys know, is suppressed, and I feel like when they were making the suppressed effect, they wanted to suppress sniper, obviously. They were trying to look for unique guns, so they chose the VSS. They spent so much time worrying about how OP the suppressor was going to be, that they didn't really take time to actually play with it in-game and realize even though you might have a suppressor, there's a lot of other things that go into making a suppressor overpowered. A suppressed sniper rifle like a Kark is overpowered, but a VSS Torres is not. It's not even close to being overpowered. It's underpowered, and there's a couple reasons why. So first off, let's talk about attachments. This gun only has 2 attachment spots, maybe one, I forget. I know for a fact it can take one in the mag. I don't know if it can do something on the stock, but you cannot do anything with the barrel, which I don't think you would really need to. That doesn't make any sense. But you cannot take off the scope. And although the scope is really cool, there is no good range on the scope, and it doesn't seem zeroed properly sometimes. It seems like sometimes the bullets actually shoot a little bit up to where you're shooting, so it seems like it's zeroed further out than it really should be for this gun, because the range, I'm going to talk about in a second, is absolutely atrocious with this gun, along with the velocity of the bullet. So the scope is a cool scope, like I said, and it's a cool looking scope, but when it comes down to it, the gameplay wise, it's not there. You just can't use it properly. You know, I have a couple clips playing in the background. I don't know how many I have. I'm going to go through and put them in the video as I'm talking about this. And as you guys can see here, it's just like constantly dropping. I'm having to aim up more. The bullets fire really slowly, fire like bricks, okay? And you would think that with a gun that shoots that slow, it doesn't make that far, it would do some serious damage. But I'm going to put some other clips up here, and it takes like 5-6 shots to kill someone, and they were already wounded. And it's really hard to hit people when they're running with this gun already. So basically, you have to get there and get shot after shot after shot after shot. Headshots don't kill people instantly. I think it's like 3 headshots to take out a helmet. And it's just insane how weak this gun is when it's really cool looking gun. It's a really fun gun to play with, but when you realize how underpowered it is, it's kind of disappointing. Now, there is a lot of ammo for this gun because it is a 9mm, which kind of makes sense. I understand the 9mm is not, you know, a powerful round like a 7.62, but even considering that, gameplay features, I know sometimes like the Kark, it has the same ammo as the AKM, but it does something more damage. So, you know, balancing sometimes has to be taken out of realism, and they haven't done that with this gun, and they really need to. You would honestly have more luck taking a UMP and strapping a suppressor to it. You'd have better luck with it. Like, it's absolutely insane how bad this gun is compared to some of these other guns. Like an M16 with a 4x is more powerful than this gun. And although there's a suppressor on it, which I get, I know that's kind of the big thing about this gun. They're trying to show that the suppressor is there and it's cool and it's whatever, but they've gone and they've over-nerfed the gun. I feel like if they were to increase the muzzle velocity of the bullet, it would be a better gun. They don't even have to increase the damage. Just increase the muzzle velocity. It would be a good gun then. But it fires super slow. You can literally see the bullet flying, and that's from across the airfield from the ACT on the military base to one of the bunkers. You can watch the bullet curve. It's just not a good gun. Now, it's easy to kind of correct your shots after a while, but there are only 10 shots in the mag, and if you're constantly spraying it, it's not going to do much. It's like the SKS's stupid little brother. It has not close to the damage. It has a bunch of ammo on the ground, but there's not much in the actual magazine. And it's really hard to use this gun, guys. I understand though that people like this gun, and I get that. It's kind of a fun gun to use a couple times, and I'd say pick it up if you want to use it a couple times, or if you kind of get a trick going on. Close up, it can be kind of effective if you're good with kind of firing over the shoulder, not firing with the scope. I know some people might be able to do that, but at long range, for the sniper rifle aspect of it, it's just not there. You'd have better luck, like I said, with the UMP-45. Now, if you guys want to go ahead and pick up a SKS, just put a suppressor on it if you can find one, and there you go, you have a much better VSS. Now, I will say this, guys, if the VSS scope can actually be taken off and tweaked with and zeroed in properly and put on some of the other guns, like as a drop, that'd be really cool, because the VSS scope looks really cool, and so does the gun. It's a really cool looking gun, and it's kind of disappointing how much they've gone and nerfed it. But if we could ever see this in a future update be buff, that would be really cool, guys. And that's it for this video, guys. I hope you did enjoy. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Comment about what you want me to do next, because I want to do more of these kind of reviews if it's worth it to pick it up. So guys, yeah, like I said, the verdict basically is pick it up if you don't have a gun that you really could do better with, and don't pick it up, or pick it up if you want to play with it but don't expect to win much with it. I had some clips running in the background, guys. You can kind of see some gameplay there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.